What God can do is different from what God will do. What God can do is talking about his ability, is all powerful, is omnipotent. God can heal the sick, God can raise the dead, God can part the sea. In fact, God, anything you can think in your head is what God can do. But what God will do is talking about his intention. He's talking about his plan. He's talking about his purpose. What God will do narrow down God's ability to a specific thing. Now, God's will speaks about purpose. God can talks about his nature, everything he can do. Now, this is where it is now. God cannot do anything just because he's capable, just because he has the power, just because he's almighty. God will not just do that. God cannot just do that because he can. But God will do things because it goes with his intentions, with his plans, with his purpose. Now, God don't do things outside his purpose, outside his will. And purpose with intention is what narrows down God's ability to the result we get. Now, if God is to raise the dead, of what purpose is raising the dead give? Of what purpose will he bet to his kingdom, to him? When God intends to do a thing, he looks into the result, he looks into the aftermath, he looks into what it will benefit his kingdom, not just because he wants to exercise his power. Now, if God will part the sea, just like he did for the Israelites, of what purpose is it in this our generation? What will he get to? What will he bring to his kingdom? So today I am bringing to you, as you are entering into year 2026, I want you to sit down and think about it. All that you have been asking of the Lord, all that you have been faithing, all that you have been waiting on the Lord, of what purpose is it to the kingdom? Is it part of the will and plan of God for you? Are you even in the will of God? Can you even stand and say, yes, I'm in the will of God, therefore I am expecting God to do this? Listen, God's supernatural ability is seen the most, is seen at its best when you are in the will and in the plan and purpose of God. Anytime that you are outside the will and the plan and purpose of God, God's supernatural will be limited, or let me say, you may not even experience any. So plans, will of God is what makes available his supernatural side. For example, when God was bringing out the Israelites out of the Egyptian land, no one could imagine that God will part the sea. I'm not saying that God cannot. God can part the sea, but no one ever thought that God will part the sea. But God had to do that because it will serve a purpose, because it will bring a honor to him, because it will help his plan and his purpose to be sustained. So if God will do a supernatural thing for you, if God will do a great thing for you, you must first be in the will of God. We must first be sure that that thing that the Lord is going to do will bring him more glory, more honor.